God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, incline your heart today to hear my voice, for there are revelations that can only be understood when the soul becomes quiet and the spirit surrenders to my presence. It is written, 'See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland.'" Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19. In the same way, I now act in your life. I open paths where there was no direction. I create possibilities where only closed doors existed. I cause rivers to flow where your soul was dry, and I transform places of pain into fertile ground. Nothing you lived was wasted. Every tear became water for the seed I planted. Every season of waiting strengthened your roots. Every battle prepared you for what I am revealing in this time. Do you feel ready for a profound change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is one small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessing that I have already reserved for you. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click on the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, lovingly guided, to help you connect more deeply with my presence in your life. I remove weights that were never yours and close cycles that were draining your strength. The breath of my spirit rekindles the light I have tried to awaken in you since the beginning, and now it cannot be extinguished, no matter the circumstance. I guide you through paths where your feet have never walked and teach you to see clearly what once confused your heart. This is the time when your soul will breathe again, when your spirit will rise in maturity, and your identity will be established by my hand. Walk with me, for this is the time of your manifestation, the beginning of a season that will transform everything around you and within you. Comment, I believe God is doing something new in my life. My son, as you advance into this new season, I myself enter your relationships. I breathe life into what needs restoration, I remove what drains you, and I strengthen what edifies you. There are people who will remain by your side not because of human affinity, but because of divine purpose. And there are connections that will end because they have already fulfilled the time for which they were allowed. Do not fear separation, for I protect your heart from weights that do not belong to you. I release over you an emotional balance that will allow you to love without losing yourself, to help without becoming weary, and to walk without carrying the burden of lives that chose not to change. Your presence will become light, mature, and full of peace. Because of that, some will draw near to be edified, while others will distance themselves because they cannot bear the light I am placing in you. In both cases, I am in control. And when days of exhaustion come, I will be your strength. When direction is missing, I will be your compass. When you feel you cannot continue, I will carry you in my invisible yet real arms. You do not walk alone, my son. I have chosen you to shine in environments that once intimidated you and to be healing in places where you were once wounded. Comment, I receive peace and balance in my relationships. My son, remember what my word declares, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John chapter 1 verse 5. This is the light I place within you, a light that cannot be dimmed by circumstances, attacks, confused thoughts, or inner storms. I guard you not only from visible dangers but also from those that attempted to rise within you, trying to steal your peace, your clarity, and your strength. There were moments when you thought you were alone, yet I was there, sustaining your mind when it was close to breaking, holding your spirit when it felt weak, and rebuilding your strength when even you doubted your ability to continue. Now I tell you, your light will be noticed. When you enter a place, it will change, not because of your words but because of the peace I place inside you. You will be like a lighthouse that guides without noise, that shines without demanding recognition. Do not seek human approval, for your identity is not in the opinions of others but in what I have declared over you. Light does not argue to shine, it simply shines. And so will you. You will shine without effort, transform without realizing it, inspire without trying. The anointing I pour over you will be visible where no one is looking, powerful in what seems simple, and invincible even in silence. Comment: I allow the light of God to shine through me. My son, you were trained as a spiritual athlete, shaped in places where no one saw you and strengthened in silence through battles only I witnessed. There were tears that fell without anyone noticing, but I collected each one. There were falls the world did not understand, but I lifted you. There were pains you hid so you wouldn't burden others, but I healed them deep within. Nothing, absolutely nothing, escaped my eyes. And now, my son, this is the time of the harvest that springs from your endurance, of the victory that grows from your persistence, of the honor that emerges from your faithfulness. The night you endured was not punishment, it was fertile ground where I planted strength, sensitivity, empathy, and maturity. You resisted the enemy when he tried to destroy your worth. You walked forward even when you believed you had no strength left. You continued believing when everything around you seemed to scream that it was over. So now I lift you with authority, with wisdom, with an anointing that cannot be imitated. What I placed in you cannot be copied, bought, or extinguished. Your voice will be firmer because now it speaks with truth. Your posture will be steadier because it stands on identity. Your mind will be clearer because it thinks from the light, not from fear. Challenges will come, but you will not return to who you once were, for I established within you something eternal, spiritual consistency. Comment: I receive the harvest I planted in faith. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. My son, just as I led Abraham into an unknown territory saying, "Leave your land, and I will show you," Genesis chapter 12 verse 1, I also take you by the hand and guide you to places you once feared even imagining. You asked for change, but I come with complete transformation. I did not simply restore parts of your heart, I recreated your essence. Now your soul will breathe again. The pressure on your chest will dissolve. The tightness in your throat will loosen. The oppression that followed you like a shadow will be uprooted entirely. I will give you lightness, a renewed spark in your eyes, fresh hope, and an authentic joy that does not depend on circumstances or people. You will wake up with purpose again. You will rediscover delight in the future. You will feel the wind of my presence moving inside you. I will give you deep peace, the kind that makes no noise but silently transforms everything. I did not create you to merely survive. I created you to flourish, to expand, to rise. I am shaping within you a new breath, a new rhythm, a new clarity. This is the moment when your interior world aligns with my promise, and everything inside you learns to live again. Comment: I believe God is transforming my soul completely. My son, I created you to walk with your head held high. You were not shaped to live bent under fear, guilt, or discouragement. Within you I placed courage, dignity, and grace. Now I show you who you truly are: strong, valuable, capable, and full of potential. The way you see yourself will change because I am healing the lens of your soul. Doubt is losing territory. Insecurity is being silenced. Shame is dissolving like mist before the morning sun. Your identity is being affirmed by my spirit, not by the shifting voices of the world. I place a new light inside you, a light no one will be able to extinguish. You will walk with conviction, speak with authority, and carry an inner confidence that does not come from ego but from my presence living within you. Your posture will change, your voice will grow steady, and your heart will rise in strength. You will no longer shrink to fit spaces that cannot contain who I called you to be. You will no longer hide the greatness I planted in your spirit. From this moment forward, everything about you, your steps, your choices, your dreams, will align with the identity I designed for you in eternity. Comment: I receive the identity God placed in me. My beloved son, listen now as I speak about your family, for it is written, I will restore your health and heal your wounds. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 17. I enter homes, and where I enter, evil has no choice but to leave. Conversations that once caused fear will now bring healing. There will be deep reconciliations, release from old grudges, restoration of broken bonds, and healing for wounds that passed through generations. Homes once filled with silence will experience embraces. Families that walked apart will rediscover one another through love. Parents will find rest, children will receive direction, marriages will rise under new anointing, and peace will settle where storms once raged. I breathe tenderness where there was hardness, understanding where there was conflict, unity where there was distance. I am rewriting family stories, healing emotional fractures, breaking chains of pain, and planting seeds of harmony. The table that once carried tension will carry peace again. Laughter will return. Forgiveness will flow. Hearts will soften, and love will reign where fear once guided decisions. This is a season where my presence restores what seemed impossible and rebuilds what time had worn down. Comment: I believe in the restoration of my family. My beloved son, now I speak to you about your emotional and affective heart. I saw your broken pieces, your wasted offerings, your failed attempts, your nights when you pretended to be strong while everything inside you was shattered. I saw when you gave love to those who did not know how to care for it, when you were present for people who offered you nothing but absence, when you believed in words that had no roots. And today I tell you, you will not love alone again. I am preparing for you a reciprocal, mature, steady, and faithful love. For some, I am restoring what was cracked. For others, I am sending someone new, someone worthy, honest, attentive, gentle, and capable of loving you the way your soul deserves. But the principle is the same for all. Your heart will be honored. Your tenderness will be valued. Your emotional truth will be recognized. Your vulnerability will no longer be a place of loss. It will become the doorway to connection. The love arriving is pure, peaceful, grown, and aligned with my purpose. It will not drain you. It will strengthen you. It will not confuse you. It will bring clarity. It will not wound you. It will heal you. Comment: I open my heart to the love God has for me. My son, now I lead you into the field of your material life, for it is written, the Lord will open to you his good treasure, and bless all the work of your hands. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 12. I lift you so you may prosper with dignity, wisdom, and balance. You will see doors opening with ease, connections appearing without strain, and opportunities arriving as direct answers to the prayers you whispered in silence. This is not luck, this is purpose, alignment, and divine orchestration. For when I decide to act, no force can resist what my hand establishes. I give you emotional organization, financial clarity, and a mindset of prosperity that does not fear, does not shrink, and does not live under the shadow of scarcity. I break limiting beliefs, ancient insecurities, and every inherited pattern of poverty that tried to attach itself to your story. You will prosper not only for yourself, but to bless others, to lift lives, to be a testimony of abundance that reflects my goodness. I pour creativity into your mind, strategy into your steps, and excellence into your work. What was once difficult will now flow. What once felt blocked will now accelerate. What once demanded tears will now bring harvest. Comment: I believe in the prosperity God is releasing over my life. My son, this is the time of your spiritual, emotional, and material elevation. You will walk with lightness, with discernment, with authority, and with an authentic joy that becomes your spiritual signature. Nothing will be able to stop what I have opened over your life. You will experience a new beginning unlike anything you have ever seen before. This is the cycle of your healing, your victory, your expansion, and your manifestation. Walk with confidence, for I walk with you. Rise, for I am lifting you. Move forward, for I am sending you. And remember, you are not merely entering a new phase, you are stepping into a new level, a higher dimension, a place where your spirit aligns fully with my design. The barriers that once intimidated you will fall. The doubts that once held you back will lose their voice. You will carry a strength rooted in my presence, a peace that cannot be shaken, and a faith that expands everything you touch. This is your moment of visibility, restoration, and divine empowerment. I am establishing in you a maturity that cannot be stolen and a glow that cannot be dimmed. Comment: I receive this new time in my life. I speak to you now with a tenderness that reaches the deepest layers of your being, because this is not merely a message, it is a shift in your atmosphere, a breaking of weights that you carried without even noticing. You will no longer be a witness of scarcity but a testimony of abundance. I place clarity in your mind so you may protect what I give you, multiply what I place in your hands, and bless others from the overflow that soon will become natural to you. Prosperity will not fall upon your life by chance, but by the alignment of your faith, your discipline, and the peace I am planting within your spirit. And listen carefully, everything that once attempted to bind you, every emotional dependency, every mental loop, every physical habit that drained you, is losing its grip under my hand. The compulsion is dissolving. The trigger is weakening. The harmful pattern no longer dominates your decisions. You will not run toward what once harmed you seeking relief. You will run toward me, and I will be your true refuge, the place where your mind learns to breathe without escaping from itself, the place where your heart begins to feel again without fear. The freedom I give you is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is not conditional. It is permanent, it is holy, and it is yours. Your future no longer stands before you as a threat, now it stands as a promise. Tomorrow is not something you fear, it is something waiting for you with open doors. You will not dread aging, because your soul will grow younger in wisdom, in courage, in peace. You will not fear trying again, because I will be the one sustaining each step you take. This season is teaching you a bravery that does not shout, it glows. It prepares you, it enlightens you, and it places upon you a mantle of courage that you never imagined would fit your shoulders. You will walk with your head lifted. You will attempt the impossible without trembling. You will reap what your faith has been sowing quietly for years. This is your moment, your turning point, your divine curve where everything shifts. Nothing will stop what I have already initiated, because where I go before you, doors open by command, paths form under your feet, and miracles rise simply because my presence has passed through. You will not simply survive this period, you will bloom in it. You will break through the ground like a seed that once felt buried but now realizes it was being planted for something far greater. And now I speak to your steps, for even the smallest of them matter. None of your movements will be wasted. Every entrance, every exit, every decision, every direction will be shaped by my guidance. You will no longer walk blindly, trying to decode your path by guesses or fear. You will walk with discernment. When doubt arises, I will give you clarity. When hesitation tries to weaken you, I will give you conviction. When distraction seeks your attention, I will sharpen your focus. When noise surrounds your thoughts, I will give you the silence that guides. My voice will accompany you in details so delicate and so precise that you will begin to understand why I call myself your shepherd. I will be a constant lighthouse, illuminating the choices you once feared making. If right now you feel an inner pull, a stirring, a quiet direction rising within, acknowledge it, for that is my whisper confirming that you are not alone. This season carries emotional restitution, a deep restoration of what once felt broken beyond repair. There will come a moment when you will look back and realize that what used to hurt no longer holds power over you. You will react with serenity to things that once unsettled your entire being. You will laugh again, not to mask pain, but because joy will become natural. Dreams once buried by fear will begin to resurrect within you. You will no longer diminish yourself or see yourself as unworthy. Your identity will rest in me, and when I declare who you are, no memory, no wound, no criticism will be able to contradict it. The emotional doorway to hope is wide open now. Nothing prevents you from believing in the new. You deserve happiness, not as a distant possibility, but as a truth I am engraving into your heart with holy firmness. You will not wait for life to improve before choosing to live. You will live, and life will rise to meet you. Joy will not merely be a result of circumstances, it will be a seed planted daily within you, growing roots of gratitude and branches of strength. And now I bring direction to your purpose. Nothing is wasted in a life that has walked with me, even in silence. Every experience has shaped something essential in you. Every pain gave you sensitivity. Every battle taught you endurance. Now you will understand why you endured so much, because this season connects you to a purpose that resonates with the core of who you are. You will feel meaning, you will recognize your role, and you will perceive that your existence has always carried intention. There will be days when compassion flows from you effortlessly. You will hear a gentle whisper guiding you to help, to bless, to lift someone who is sinking. Not out of obligation, but because your heart will be full. You will not be a container but a channel. The love I pour into you will overflow naturally, touching people in ways you do not even realize. Even your silence will bring healing to someone who desperately needs peace. This period also marks the beginning of honor, a season where your journey will be respected, where your name will be associated with dignity, strength, faith, and resilience. No longer will you feel the need to justify yourself or explain your path. What I am doing in you speaks louder than any defense you could ever give. Those who underestimated you will witness your elevation. Those who doubted your strength will see your breakthrough. Your home will no longer be a place of unease. Peace will dwell there as a permanent guest. Spiritual rest will become a daily reality. Your house will shift from being a place of tension to becoming a sanctuary. You will feel joy simply by being within your own walls. And as you continue forward, remember that every breath is an opportunity to taste the freedom returning to your soul, and every step is an affirmation of the path you are walking with renewed certainty. You will perceive a sacred presence surrounding you, subtle, yet unmistakable, filling the spaces around you with calm authority. The atmosphere around you will change the moment I enter, because where my presence settles, chaos dissolves. A new month will bring joy to your body. You will learn to look at yourself with tenderness, with honor, with self-love. You will move with a renewed fire, a vibrant energy that does not burn out but sustains you like a quiet flame. Health will not merely be the absence of illness, it will be the fullness of life expressing itself through you. Caring for yourself will no longer feel like a burden, but a delight. You will nourish your body with purpose, and your rest will become deep, restorative, and peaceful. Nothing forced, everything by grace. And now I release words like seeds over your soul, falling onto fertile and prepared ground. You are blessed, protected, renewed, guided, strengthened, sustained, loved, chosen, restored, prosperous, and free. And in this season, you are being crowned with honor, with peace, with purpose, with vitality. You are stepping into a life that reflects not what you lost, but what I am giving you now, an existence that carries beauty, meaning, resilience, divine timing, and a future that welcomes you with open arms. And as this transformation unfolds, you will notice that even your inner rhythm changes. Your thoughts will grow quieter and clearer. Your emotions will move with more balance. Your decisions will align with wisdom rather than fear. You will learn to celebrate your progress without comparing your journey to anyone else. You will trust where I lead you, even when you do not yet see the full picture. You will understand that progress is not always loud. Sometimes it feels like breathing more calmly, loving yourself more gently, speaking more honestly, or choosing peace instead of urgency. And as this inner maturity grows, your surroundings will shift to match it. Opportunities that once seemed locked will begin to open naturally. People who resonate with your new season will enter your life with sincerity. The road ahead will not be effortless, but it will be guided, and every challenge will carry purpose. You will not lose yourself again, because I am anchoring you in a deeper identity, one woven from truth, dignity, hope, and destiny. And as you continue to rise, step by step, breath by breath, you will realize that this season is not just a chapter, it is a rebirth, a new beginning shaped by divine hands. My child, As you walk through the invisible paths of your destiny, I want you to feel my presence wrapping your spirit like a warm mantle that dissolves the anger, sadness, or discouragement that so often try to dim your light. Do not allow dark thoughts to take control of your soul or the burdens of life to make you forget who sustains you. Every problem you face, even those that seem impossible to overcome, is under my perfect dominion, under my gaze that never leaves you for a single moment. You are not alone, and you have never been alone. I am here, steady as a shield that protects you and as a voice that reminds you that you can still stand, you can still believe, and you can still dream. I call you gently, inviting you to listen with a tender heart, for I am placing within you a deep peace that renews your strength, lifts you from anguish, and clothes you with purpose. Feel how I fill you with courage, how I empower you to look forward without fear, how I sustain you when your knees tremble. I lead you toward what belongs to you by spiritual inheritance, hope, clarity, prosperity, and a new beginning that carries my breath. Those who trust in me receive a strength that goes beyond what the eyes can see, a power that lifts them like eagles to heights where storms can no longer reach them. So I elevate you too, beloved child, so you may soar above the things that once held you back, so you may feel my glory surrounding every step you take, and so you may see that not a single trial has been wasted. Even the ones that arrived suddenly have been a stage for my faithfulness. Because while many believed you were alone, I was sustaining your spirit from within, renewing your heart and speaking to you in silence. That is why I come to you again, because I know your heart needs to be reminded of my protection, my constant companionship, and the unbreakable love I freely give you. I want you to draw near to my presence without fear, to listen to my voice as one listens to a whisper full of tenderness, and to allow my divine breath to restore every part of you that has grown weary. And when you do, you will discover that your voice will carry a power you did not know existed, the power of someone who has been healed, the power of someone who knows the truth, the power of someone whose transformation came from my hands. Everything you have experienced will become a living testimony to others, a light that guides, a word that comforts, a beacon for those who walk similar paths of struggle. It will not be through human eloquence or carefully arranged speeches, but through the authenticity that flows from a heart touched by my healing. My child, do not be deceived by the voices that surround you. Do not accept invitations disguised as good intentions, do not open your heart to advice born from impure motives, and do not walk beside those who hide behind false smiles. I have not raised the self-proclaimed guides who boast about miracles without bearing fruit. I do not send messages that lack love, peace, and truth. I want my Holy Spirit to be your teacher, your compass, the lamp for every decision you make. If you need wisdom, come to me. If you need direction, seek me. If you need comfort, open your heart. I am awakening your discernment so that you can see clearly, recognize danger disguised as opportunity, and distinguish between what comes from me and what intends to destroy you. I do not want to see you entangled in traps that appear harmless. I speak to you with love and clarity because I long to protect you, strengthen you, and guide you into the future prepared for you. When difficulties rise against you, when the days feel heavy, or when thoughts try to pull you into anxiety, remember that you do not need to chase after external voices or search for shelter in arms that were not sent by me. I am your refuge. My presence is your safety. My love is your source of strength. And even if a time comes when you walk physically alone, even there, you will be safer than being surrounded by false friends who wish your downfall. I prefer seeing you standing strong in solitude than seeing you wounded by the influence of those who do not love you. That is why I speak plainly to you, my child, so you may understand the value of your life, the importance of your purpose, and the power that lies in your obedience. I give you wisdom so that you can think before you act, so that you do not allow impulsive emotions to drive your decisions, and so that you can breathe, pause, pray, and seek my word before taking steps that will shape your future. If you do this, I will reveal to you great and hidden things, things that will transform your understanding, strengthen your soul, and lead you into the prosperity I have prepared for you. My plans for you far exceed what you expect, but I also delight in the dreams that arise from your heart and bring joy to your face. I love seeing you smile, I rejoice when you advance, and I am moved when your faith takes action. Every step you take toward trusting me honors my name, and every moment you choose to believe in my love opens doors for you that once seemed permanently closed. Great blessings are approaching your life, and I want you to receive them with gratitude and humility. My child, if there is a promise that touched you deeply, bring it to me in prayer. Speak to me sincerely, for I love hearing your voice. I rejoice when you reflect, when you seek me, and when you allow my light to embrace you at dawn and rest upon you at dusk. The words I give you are not merely messages. They are seeds of healing that I plant within your spirit every day. Read them in the morning, meditate upon them in the evening, and before you sleep, let me cradle your soul with the tenderness that flows from my eternal love. I am your protector, your refuge, your shelter in the heat of the desert, your shield in battle, and your peace in the storm. Very soon, you will see your life filled with wonders, not fleeting illusions, but deep, real, transforming blessings that carry my signature. I am calming your soul, bringing balance to your inner world, strengthening your faith, and giving you perseverance. I am preparing you to receive what belongs to you. This is the day of your blessing, the day your spirit has long awaited. Receive it, my child, without fear, without doubt, without resistance. The sadness that walked beside you for long seasons is losing its grip. The anguish that weighed upon your chest is weakening with every word I breathe into you. And though your surroundings may still show signs of challenge, your inner being is already being renewed. I speak directly to your spirit to bring comfort, to heal wounds, to replace despair with joy. Do not hide your feelings from me. Do not fear your tears. If what surrounds you tries to sow fear, if your thoughts trouble you, seek my presence and allow my supernatural peace to cover you like a gentle veil from heaven. I will never allow you to forget how deeply I love you. I will remind you again and again of the moments when I answered your prayers when hope seemed lost. I will show you once more how I have walked with you from the beginning, how I was your strength when you felt weak, how I lifted you when you believed you had nothing left, how I kept you when everything around you was falling apart. If you believe my words, if you persevere day and night in prayer, many doors will open before you. Problems that felt endless will come to an end. Those who rose against you will flee. The sadness that lingered will fade. And everything that once brought you pain will become a testimony of faith, glory, and restoration. Because I always have a purpose, a design, and a perfect plan for every stage of your life. Nothing is lost, nothing is wasted, nothing escapes my control. I embrace you right now and release over you new strength, new courage, and new hope. Move forward, my child. I am with you, and my love will never leave you. You have chosen to let go of hatred and resentment. You have understood the deep value of forgiveness and the freedom it brings. You have discovered the power of a grateful heart, how gratitude shifts the atmosphere around you, how it strengthens your spirit, how it aligns your life with my divine flow. Because your heart is open, I can pour more into you. Because you forgive, I can elevate you. Because you trust me, I can reveal more of the purpose I designed for you. Nothing you have endured is wasted. Nothing you have suffered is invisible. Nothing you have prayed has been forgotten. I am shaping all things for your good. I am transforming every tear into strength, every battle into wisdom, every disappointment into redirection. As you continue to seek me, I will guide you through valleys and lead you to high places. I will show you opportunities hidden behind closed doors. I will illuminate paths that once looked impossible to walk. I will give you the peace that surpasses all understanding, the kind that anchors you even when circumstances shake. The future I hold for you is not based on fear, but on faith, not on defeat, but on triumph, not on loss, but on abundance. Remain in my presence, child. Allow my voice to shape your days and my love to steady your heart. You are not alone in this world, you never were. You are covered, protected, loved, guided, strengthened, and cherished. I walk beside you in every season. I lift you when you grow weak. I whisper hope when anxiety rises. I carry you when the burden becomes too heavy. And I promise you this, your future will reflect my glory. Your days will shine with purpose. Your nights will rest in peace. Your soul will bloom in my light. Take my words and let them live inside you. Hold them close. They are your sign, your shield, your strength, your direction, and your confirmation that I, the Lord your God, remain forever by your side. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow,